Hello guys, welcome to my channel, Atlantic Venus channel. And today I'm going to do a flip through or a walk through or review or whatever you call it. I just simply want to show you this deck that I just purchased, I think last month. But I have not used it yet because I wanted to show you guys. And this is the Soulcards, and this is Soulcards 1, and I have the second Soulcards deck. And this is an older published deck. I think they published it 2016, and this is like, was it 7 years ago? Yeah, maybe 7 years ago. No, yes. Yeah, no, it was 9 years ago. Oh my God, times are flying. Anyway, 2016, but I saw in another website that it was published first time 2002, and I was very young then. I was like, I think in my early teens, but I don't remember. Anyway, Soulcards 2 by Deborah Koff-Chapin. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong, the Center of Touch Drawing. And you can see the deck or the backs. Yeah, this is a set of 60 evocative images created by Deborah Koff-Chapin. And yeah, you can use it with the companion deck Soulcards 2. You can actually mix both of the decks if you want to create a one big. So 60 cards, there is a lot, but the fun thing about this deck is that you just read it intuitively. So you just read it very intuitively and you don't have a guidebook. And for people who like to read and maybe can be too obsessed with reading the guidebook, this can actually be a very good exercise to have a deck that there is no titles, no words, nothing on the card except for the image itself, that you use your intuition to see what you see. You know, it's a very intuitively deck, and I think she has painted the images very intuitively, you know. So if you want to strengthen your intuition when reading cards, Soulcards might actually be a very good idea to purchase. And that's why I wanted to have this deck. And I love this kind of artwork. It reminds me of something that my mother sometimes liked to do. That kind of, you know, paintings, although her colors are more bright, but there is some similarity. But let's see here. So the package is not like in a standardized way like the Rock Pool decks or Hay House decks or like Blue Angel decks. You know, it's a bit different, a bit odd. You can see some of the images, but anyway, 60 cards, this is crazy. It's a thick deck. So you open it like this, and you have to take it out like this. So I will just put the carton in a different place, so I don't have to put it all the time in the same thing again. So it's very impractical. So the design is not so well thought, but I don't mind it. You know, I actually don't look that much into that kind of details when it comes to packaging. I'm more concerned if the deck is of good quality, because you might shuffle it and use it for a longer time, and you don't want to be flimsy or papery in the texture. So you open the deck like this, and you take the cards out like this. So it's very, I don't want to criticize it, but it's very impractical, but yet it's so charming because this deck was released before this tarot and oracle mania happened around the world after pandemic. So this is the only book or booklet you can read, and you can there's some contents how you can prepare, suggestions about how to use the decks. But I feel like you can use this deck with tarot cards or with other oracle cards. You know, it's so intuitive and it's so flexible that you can do whatever you want with this deck. And it comes with this papery thing, this plastic thing around. Anyway, so the Soulcards one are green on the back, green bluish. And it's glossy, and I think older decks are often very glossy. And if they republish new decks now, right now, they usually use matte finish, and sometimes you can feel like the colors are more intense when the deck is glossy. I don't mind glossy decks at all. And I like matte finish too. So this is the first cards, no titles, no numbers. I really like this kind of concept. Very, very beautiful image. I mean, just look at the cards. What do you see? Because I'm not a better reader than you to use this deck. So you can purely use this with your intuition and with tarot cards to clarify other cards or decks. And this is the front image. Comes on this side too. I don't know, but it kind of reminds me of my childhood. It gives me a very strong, I don't know how to say it, it gives me a very strong 90s vibes. So much is happening in the images. There is so much depth to the images too. Very much depth to the cards. I like this one. This one looks like an angel. Wow, this image, I really, really like it. Very cool, very, very cool. Is it the sun or what? Here, can you see what is happening? Is someone falling down? Do they need help? Or are they just floating around in the air close to a mountain? Ooh, I like this one very much. Such a beautiful image. Is he sad or is he very emotional? Is he underwater? We don't know. It only depends on what you see in this deck. So I don't really have so much to say about it, more than I just, like this deck very much. And I really feel very connected to the deck. And I don't mind that the box is so impractical. It's very thin, I don't know if it can protect the cards really good, but I mean, and the last card. Let's see here. Let's shuffle the deck. Okay, this image came up. What do you see? I see comfort. I see curiosity. I feel like I see a child with his or her mother. Curiosity to reach to something out there, yet feel very secure and grounded. Safety and curiosity and motherly feeling around it at the same time. Okay, that's how I interpreted this card, and you might see something else. So you can leave a comment down below. You can give a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel. So thank you very much. See you again later. Bye.